Didn't know that either. But
Don Lemon's husband's white too.
You certainly don't.
Did you see him? So you probably saw
Don Lemon news. I know he's dominating the news lately. Something happened to him.
Yeah,
they invaded a church.
They went into a church where
the middle
an
of a
ICE
service.
officer was a pastor there.
No, they accused him of being an ICE officer, and he wasn't. And they just went in and intimidated a bunch of churchgoers and made little kids sitting in pews cry by menacing.
They
and
filed federal
them.
charges today. The DOJ did against. I saw a white dude and a black woman that they were like handcuffed and doing the perp walk to.
If you're trying to protest
I
ICE,
think that a
don't do it
Minnesota judge has currently blocked the charges against Don Lemon. I think they were talking about charging him under something called the KKK Act. Something about voter intimidation in or something like that.
It's religious intimidation. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see if that has any legs. Obviously, the right despises Don Lemon. I mean, I despise Don Lemon.
It won't have any legs because the right are complete pussies who talk big and then don't do a lot.
Trump's DOJ does a lot. They're going after everybody.
Really? Who's Pam Bondi thrown in jail? That dumb cunt. Nothing. No one.
Well, because she's going after people they can't even get an indictment for.
Yeah. She's a retard.
Because she's going after who Trump tells her to go after, and he's a retard.
I don't think she's even doing that. Like, it doesn't seem like she's even like hammering home
charges
goals.
against
What is the list? They went after Bolton, they went after Comey, and they went after someone else like on the same day.
Well, the guy who sets the interest rates. What's his fucking name?
Powell.
Oh,
Powell, Jerome Powell.
Powell.
Yeah, they're filing charges on Powell.
James. It's his enemies list.
I feel like
his
the
conviction rate would go up
weird.
if he went after guilty people.
Yep, exactly.
I don't know, but
what Jerome Powell do?
He won't lower the interest rates like he's been commanded to do by the king.
What he did or how he could get out of this. He's like, well, if you lowered the interest rates, like you gave away the game, you dummy.
He doesn't care though. He
should have lowered them
himself
rapidly
a dictator yesterday in Europe. He called himself a dictator.
Yeah. Well, or he said something like,
he said, "I am a dictator."
Okay. I think I saw something similar.
He said, "Quote: I am a dictator. People don't like a dictator, but sometimes you need a dictator."
You're right.
I guess I am a dictator.
That's the best Trump impersonation I've ever heard.
Is he really a dictator when he can't get anything he wants done? Does he get anything he wants done? Because I hear this just effortless.
The president
of Venezuela.
I hear an effortless oscillation between he's a dictator and Taco, just depending on what's convenient in that moment.
He's both.
To me, he seems like
that's why it's so bad.
He does not seem like a dictator. He seems like a
the problem
who doesn't get shit done.
If he could just be a dictator and get some shit done, some of it would be good, and we'd be like, he cut through the red tape and did that thing we've always wanted to happen.
Mm-hmm.
He cut that credit card interest down to 10%. No reason for them to be charging 30 on these poor people. He did it. He made insulin $5 a shot. He did it, but he doesn't. But he is a taco because he tries to be a dictator and he tacos out all the fucking time. This this Greenland European bullshit thing, it literally makes him look like a Manchurian candidate. It's so like tailor-made to ruin our relationships with all of our allies, get them to stop investing in us, sell off our financial properties, and at the same time get nothing in return except for like hate, dismay, and fucking mockery and expose. He talks about when he's talking about the European allies wouldn't come to our aid, and they're like, we came to your aid. For every 2 Americans who died in Afghanistan, a European died. Like we were there with you hand in hand. You know what he said? They kind of held back. They kind of stayed to the side.
Disrespectful.
It's disrespectful to Europeans who fought and died alongside us, for us, in our war after 9/11.
Israel's war.
9/11, Afghanistan. How was that Israel's war? We were after Osama bin Laden.
We don't have time for this.
Do you think that Israel
I'm going to say that at any point in the show. Next time
Isn't
I'm
that
wrong.
funny?
Next time I'm wrong. Like dairy doesn't come from cows. Woody,
You know,
what did
Israel's
just
war,
say?
World War
We don't have
II.
time for this.
Jesus Christ.
You think we
They're not responsible for everything, Taylor.
never said they have?
Yes,
You think-
you literally said they're responsible for all the world's woes. I read your newsletter.
No, I decry that.
Stop using
I
those
think that's
lightning bolts
incorrect.
instead of S's. Jesus. So on the fucking nose.
The thought of making a newsletter and replacing the S's with the lightning bolts is very funny. Even like normal S's in words like cause, like
throw 'em in there.
they're all
Throw 'em in there.
lightning bolts even there. Yeah, that would be fun.
What if you viewed a path to citizenship like matriculating in college, right? And some people, if people don't know, matriculating is just a word for being enrolled in college. I don't know why they say it that way. So some people join and take classes non-matriculated. And then if they hold a good GPA, it's like the back door to getting into college. I got into my master's degree this way. And you take a few courses, you get good grades, and they're like, well, clearly this guy's got the stuff to be in college here, and they let you in college. That seems like it could be a viable path to citizenship, right? That guy's been living here 8 years. He owns the local, I don't know, pizza parlor, and he's a good citizenship. He has no criminal record.
Paying his taxes.
Maybe
We
this
already do that,
isn't
though.
a guy who's had like a back door who broke in illegally. I forget your phrasing exactly. Maybe this is a guy who's proven he's got the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, my differentiator there would be net taxpayer. You get a net taxpayer, some guy who's not
He has to be a net
leeching off the
taxpayer right out of
government,
the chute.
somebody who's not benefiting more than they're paying into the system. Wonderful. That's great. Like those are the kind of immigrants we want. We want people who are successful enough and smart enough to pull the train. We do not want dependents in our country. We want the elite, the creme de la creme, the smart.
Why would they come here?
guys.
I always say that. Like, why would the creme de la creme come here?
Because there's more opportunity here. And so
But
we
what?
do want like and the number of creme de la creme people coming out of India is going to be very, very tiny.
No, there's over
Because
1.5 billion of them. What are you talking about?
The average IQ there is like 72. It's not great. Like the vast majority of these people coming here are coming here via fraud and like H-1B shit to undercut
We're
American
not getting
wages.
normal Indians.
want the
Every
elite.
Indian I ever worked with, without exception, had servants.
Yeah.
That blew me away. They all had. I don't know how to interact socially with a servant. If the doorbell rings, do you snap or something?
They know.
I would feel rude. I'd be like, no, I can get it. Like, please stop. Like,
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like, can you imagine moving to a different country as like a high caste Indian, getting to the new country and immediately being like, people here are racist and bad. And it's like, you have slaves. Like at home, you have slaves, and you're like, that white supremacy is a very difficult concept. And it's like, fuck you. Get the hell out of here. You're not a net contributor.
system.
Fuck you.
Yeah. So anyway, I think looking at averages might be the wrong way to look at it. We should look at individuals.
I'm up for all those paths to citizenship,
Sure.
but I think that anybody who came here illegally needs to be shown the door. And
Yeah, get them out of
come
here.
back
They
through the
clearly
right
don't
way.
respect our rules. They don't respect anything, especially. And by the way, if you're a first generation immigrant who engages in fraud against the country that opened their arms to
Nobody
let
likes those
you in
guys.
and to keep
Yeah.
you safe, fuck you. You have to leave. That's a level of sinister I can't even imagine. I can't imagine.
You're talking
moving
about the
to a-
Minnesota fraud?
the Minnesota fraud, the Ohio fraud, the New York fraud, the California fraud, these immigrants taking advantage of programs. And it's like, this is insane. Like, no, if we're going to do this immigration thing, this experiment, they need to be elite. They need to be contributors. We can't have people showing up, taking with both hands and then manipulating our political process. Get out of here. That's crazy.
What would happen if we just took in elite immigrants for a long period of time, make it like 40 or 50 years? Do they start becoming the dominant power?
they already have in some ways. Like look at different kind of areas throughout the country where like pockets of ethnic enclaves who have not been assimilated and don't seem to want to assimilate are voting for their own people into power. Like Ilhan Omar is a good example. Like
I think she has a majority white district.
She does, but that is tipped by the fact there are a lot of Somalis there as
Her
well.
husband's white. I was surprised.
I didn't know that.